So today I'm making whipped cream cheese bagel spread. Now whipped cream cheese in the grocery store is pretty expensive, and so I wanted to figure out a way that I could make it at home, and I have found a good recipe that takes only 3 tablespoons of whipped cream and a block of 8 ounces of cream cheese. So first I will whip the cream cheese a little bit. And then you add heavy whipping cream. Now the heavy whipping cream is important. There's a lot of recipes that use just milk, but I found that if you don't use the whipping cream, it doesn't remain as spreadable in the refrigerator, and it also helps it stay stable. So we'll do 3 tablespoons.
Well, it already looks good. Cream cheese and whipping cream.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. Okay. I'm finished with that. And one of the keys with this recipe is that you have to whip it for 5 minutes. So you need a small hand mixer instead of a large mixer. If you wanted to do a large mixer, you could make a whole lot of it, but it won't incorporate the air or have as much whip or be as spreadable if you don't mix it for 5 minutes.
Oh, is it because it's a smaller batch?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you could do a great big one if you wanted to. But this, I've also experimented. It doesn't freeze real well. I tried to freeze it, but the cream cheese goes a little grainy.
And how long does it last in the refrigerator?
About 2 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, 2 weeks.
you could eat that much in 2 weeks.
Oops, okay, gotta turn off the watch. Okay, yeah. So enough of it is whipped. This is how I did it yesterday. Okay. So
Well, that
it's
is
nice and
pretty
smooth,
light
very
and
pretty.
smooth.
Okay, well, yeah, no, we should, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So here you have this very nice cream cheese
Oh, it is
mixture.
nice.
And so then I wanted to have a seasoning for bagels. Now they have everything seasoned bagels in the store, and you can buy everything seasoning. But I didn't really like all of the things in it, so I decided to make my own. So what I have is I start with sesame seeds, and then I toast them until they're lightly brown, lightly golden. And then for this recipe, actually this recipe will make, I don't have that much less, but it'll make 3/4 of a cup. And you use about, I only use 2 teaspoons in this whole batch, but it's a little weak, so it's kind of more for what your taste is.
Like a
How
tablespoon would maybe be strong enough.
Would what?
1 tablespoon.
Yeah, it might. Wait, I use 3 tablespoons actually. So
3
yeah,
teaspoons or
that's right. So it should be a tablespoon and a teaspoon, because Chuck and I had it this morning, and with 3 teaspoons, it wasn't strong enough.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was. So I will. Well, I won't toast this. I probably should. Okay. So if you toast this just in a frying pan till it's light brown. Okay, so I'm going to take the 3 tablespoons of sesame seed and put it in a frying pan. And you toast these till they're lightly golden.
Is it just a dry?
Yes, these are
dry
in a
frying
dry
pan.
pan. Yeah,
So do you shake the pan?
yeah, that's what I do.
Toast it.
Because you can see it all lays flat for a while, but then you do want to shake it to the top. So this is the toasted look of the sesame seeds. And so you need to let those cool before you add the rest of your ingredients. So I'll add the other ingredients. And then I'll be adding 2 tablespoons of minced onion and 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. This is the tablespoon. And it's supposed to be minced, not powder. Or dried mince, I should say. Okay. And then 2 tablespoons. Actually, 1 of minced garlic, because I like garlic, but I don't like a lot, so I put 1 in. But you can put to your taste. And then we finish it up with 2 teaspoons of poppy seeds. Oh, that's a half a teaspoon. Okay, that is 1. Okay. And you just give it a good stir. And the last thing we have is this is called sea salt flakes. So they are really flakes, and the reason for the flakes is that a lot of people who like to cook seafood or salmon and do a rub first, this will stick to things better if you do a rub. And then you use. So this takes 4 teaspoons of sea salt flakes.
So it's not equivalent to regular salt.
No. And this will kind of stick to the other seasonings better. And it's very tasty. Just 2,
Where do you buy this?
3. It's hard to find. But I read quite a few recipes of when people were trying to make their own seasoning and using the salt flakes, that there's one brand that was the very best, and I've not tried other brands, but for it's quite a bit. I've only used a little bit of this. You can order it on Amazon, but it is $12, but it will last a long time.
And what's the name of the brand?
And I have it in there. It's Malden is the brand. But if you find other salt flakes, go ahead and try them. I just happen to use this.
Do you think this
Is that cool enough?
I think so.
Okay, just stay there.
Oh, you measured it in there, right?
Oh, yeah, I did. Oops, sorry. And then
It is nice and toasty.
Yeah.
you just put those
It's got a nice
right in there.
smell.
Yeah,
Like a
it
toasted
smells real
smell,
good.
yeah.
So this is the mix, but you're not going to put all of that in the...
No,
Whipped.
you can keep this for quite a while, just as another spice. So we'll kind of let that cool, and then we will taste it.
So could you put like fruit in there, like strawberry, blend up strawberries or something?
Yeah, you can do anything you want to do with cream cheese, but you want it to have be
Light,
spreadable.
fluffy.
Yeah, and fluffy,
Yeah.
spreadable. Like it probably
So
is.
it can be sweet or savory, but
Yeah.
not both.
But if you blended up the fruit, would that make it too runny, you think?
Well, if it's freeze-dried fruit, it
Yeah,
wouldn't.
that's true.
Or
You could
fruit
put the
powder.
Yeah.
I've been reading
I
a
don't
lot about how good powdered peach is.
Oh.
So you freeze-dry the peaches
And then make
you
it powder.
powder
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be safest. to
Yeah,
do.
that would be good.
So a fresh peach.
Yeah, but if you don't have a food,
Do you have a dryer?
freeze dryer,
Yeah.
I wonder if you would.
Well, some of those peach powders that are recommended are dried with just a regular food dryer.
Oh, and then.
But some people have sisters with that
Yes.
equipment, so we
Yes.
could.
I wonder if you could put like a little freezer jam in there.
Oh.
It'd be
Oh,
pretty-
yeah.
it'd be really
That
good.
would
be
be
really
good.
A lot of things would be good.
Oh, this is
Okay,
a wicked
let's,
test.
Yeah,
What I do
recipe.
those bagels. Oh, let's get ready to taste it.
yeah. So you sprinkle it on top of,
What? No, I have the one that's already made.
Yeah.
You can taste, and we'll spread it.
so you don't mix it in here, you put it on, do you mix it in here? Or you just sprinkle it on top of your bagels?
Well, this one, no, you mix it in there.
Oh,
Yeah,
we have
but
some already made, yeah.
You mix it in here.
Okay.
So I'll probably let everybody, let's get some plates here.
Well, should you show everybody the addition of the spices into the demonstration?
Oh, yeah, I could.
Otherwise,
If you
people
don't
may
mind
forget
keeping
that you had the.
Yeah, if you don't mind keeping this, all that.
We'll take it to women's retreat.
Okay, so I should,
Yeah,
let's
just,
see, got some of these lids back here.
yeah.
give me a tablespoon. Okay, so now we have our sesame seeds in here and all of the other spices. So I will put a tablespoon in this batch of cream cheese. Again, it was just 8 ounces and 3 tablespoons of heavy whipped cream. A tablespoon, and then I'm going to put 2 teaspoons. Last time I did 1, and then I'm going to do 2. Okay. And all you do is give it a good mix. It's kind of best to not like mix it with a mixer because you want to keep that air incorporated. So I just kind of folded it, and I mean, it really didn't hurt it. I did this with it. I just wouldn't use a mixer.
Yeah. No, it's easy because it's soft and fluffy.
Yeah, it's very soft, and it remains that way in the fridge. Then you can kind of check it here. Okay.
It's beautiful, Bonnie. Show the camera.
And there we go. Okay, now we'll taste some that I've already made.
And that's been in the refrigerator,
This
right?
has been in the refrigerator overnight, and you can see
Is it better to
Oh, wow,
make it
it's
in
nice.
advance?
the flavors will blend more.
Better.
Yeah,
Okay.
they'll yeah.
But
it's-
you could
you
mix
could
it and
you could
serve
just
it.
eat it like that, and it's still really
It's
good.
amazing. That's right from the
Yeah,
refrigerator.
it's really spreads well. I don't know how much you guys want, so I'll let you do yours. I'll do mine. Okay.
Oh, darn, I get the big middle one.
And then you'll probably see that it doesn't have enough spice in that, but it's all kind of to taste too.
Well, it looks and smells wonderful.
It's good.
Ready?
That is really good.
And it would also be good sprinkled on or stirred into sour cream for a baked potato.
Oh. Well, why even bother with sour cream?
You could just
It's
butter.
fluffy.
That's true. Yeah, that's
I've
true.
had this kind of this everything spice
Mhm.
just sprinkled on, but it's kind of hard and scratchy. I really like it mixed
Oh,
smoothly
mix
in
in
here.
something.
Delicious, Bonnie.
Good.
Thank you for the
For
recipe.
lunch.